Sam, thank you. It's been a life of service and inspiration for Laureen King. She spent the first few decades of her life fighting for her own rights during the civil rights movement of the 1960s. And she did march on Washington in 1963 with a famous speech by another person named King. In part 2 of this Black History Month special, Aaron Brown tells us how this Peoria woman has worked to improve the quality of life for people from all walks of life right here in Central Illinois.
People have got to look at each other as we're all children under the universe. And it's not anyone that's supposed to be like, oh, because my skin is this color, I'm better than you. That's not true. It's about everybody getting together to work for a common good.
Upon returning home to Peoria from the March on Washington in the nation's capital in August of 1963, Laureen King vowed to do her part in keeping the momentum going and bringing Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream of equality and freedom for all to life.
And I said, okay, God, I said, you got to show me what I'm supposed to be doing, because I know I'm supposed to be doing something. I just can't just sit here.
King had gotten involved in the civil rights movement young, at just 17 years old. She knew she wanted to live a life serving others, which she's still doing at 78. King's life of service began when she relocated from Memphis, Tennessee to Peoria to attend Bradley University. At the time, the United Negro College Fund was offering scholarships to black students who attended predominantly white universities in an effort to integrate higher education. King took the opportunity and moved in with her relatives in the River City and commuted to campus by bus. Getting an education was all a part of a promise she had made to herself as a child.
I read something that talked about the cycle of poverty, and it said that the propensity was the cycle of poverty to continue in families. And I remember telling myself, I'm going to break the cycle of poverty. I'm going to college.
King's journey to graduation took a little bit longer than she anticipated.
I got pregnant, got married, and then wound up having to go to work. And so then I wound up having to finish my college education at night.
With the help of family and friends who watched over her daughter as she went to school, King eventually graduated with a marketing degree and even went back to Bradley decades later to get a second one. Along the way, she found herself working in the student support services at Illinois Central College and the University of Illinois College of Medicine, mentoring kids coming out of high school.
So I always had an affinity for helping, for still lending a helping hand, because I know that when I grew up, things weren't equal. And so I think because I had gone through those experiences, that I felt obligated to help guide other people through that as well.
King's mentorship went beyond the classroom. She spent roughly 5 years teaching inmates at an all-male prison in Canton how to read and write. In sitting and talking with them, King learned there's power in giving someone space to tell their story.
So that's what people need, that's what the young people need to hear. They need somebody to take time to sit and talk to them. And you can't just do it one time. You know, you got to do it on a repeated basis, just to take somebody under your wing. It's good to mentor somebody because a lot of people just need somebody to care.
Ultimately, that's what several people had done for her along the way.
Because people helped me. My aunt and uncle let me stay with them to go to college. I didn't have to pay, room and board. I didn't have to worry about lodging. I lived there while I was working, and I'm able to get a car. They helped me get my driver's license. People babysat my daughter while I was going to school at night. So, I have to give, I just feel a passion to give back, and so that's why I do a lot of volunteer stuff.
And she says as long as she's able, she's going to keep paying it forward. Reporting in Peoria, I'm Aaron Brown for 25 News.
Aaron, thank you. You can find parts 1 and 2 of this Black History Month special on our website, 25newsnow.com.